Well, I feel terrible for the football fans in Cleveland, which is, the dog pound. Like, those guys they started a grassroots movement to get the Cleveland Browns name back, to get a franchise back in Cleveland. When Cleveland, when they up and left and went to Baltimore, who lost their franchise to the Colts, to Indy, not, that long before then. But the point is, those football fans have been through thick and thin, and usually thin, or whatever the bad one is. And they keep showing up and they keep supporting the Browns. And they even got a Browns team back when it was taken away from them. And they've had almost no reason to ever be optimistic. But they finally do now. They got the #1 overall pick in the draft, who looked for a little while. Is that a bust or no? Oh, okay, it was just too many head coaches too soon. No stability. He got a good one in Stefanski, settled down, and Baker looks like he's on his way. He's at least a solid starting quarterback. And they have an identity: run the ball, stop the run. And they have receivers Baker can get the ball to. And the Browns have real optimism that they can beat the Steelers. And in fact, I picked them until this news came out to score the upset. And I'm not sure that I'm moving off of that just because of this, because they have even more to play for and to bring them together as a team, which they're going to need. It would be such a monumental thing psychologically and emotionally for the Steelers to realize it's not just the Ravens that we have to deal with in this division. There's another 11-win team. If the Browns can upset the Steelers, the way we even think about that division in the NFL completely changes. I think they have everything to play for, and I'm not going to count them out because they got a bit of bad news, but this is bad news. It makes it more difficult for them to win this game.
Yeah, listen, I think when you look at this is going to be insurmountable. When you're talking about Stefanski not being there, the distractions throughout the week, we don't even know the players yet. And then, what's going to happen with the contact tracing for other players. I mean, we've seen teams play without a quarterback. We saw the Browns a few weeks ago play without receivers. I mean, this is as bad as it gets as far as trying to prepare for a playoff game. But I'll take it any deeper. Stefanski, first year, missing his first opportunity to coach a playoff game. And as a play caller for Baker Mayfield, helping him, finding rhythm, finding different ways to manufacture offense, which, by the way, they will have to do if they have any chance against the Steelers, because they cannot leave their defense on the field. I mean, look, as bad as the Steelers' offensive line has played running the ball, and really even in pass rush win efficiency. I know I've had all kind of Steelers fans say, oh, they're not giving up sacks. It's because Roethlisberger gets the ball out of his hand in a second and a half. So, they played one really good quarter of football, the Steelers, against the Colts a few weeks ago, and that showed you how proficient they could be strikes down the field, which we know Cleveland is vulnerable to. So, I think when you look at this is just going to be one of those things they can't overcome. All this hitting them this late in the season or this early in the week of the playoffs. It's just, you hate it, man. Because listen, when you get to this point, I don't care what anybody says. Like, the regular season is what it is. But it is
yeah.
When you get to this level of football and you make the playoffs and you have a shot for this kind of thing to tip the scales, I just feel awful for them, for their fans. Man, it's a bummer, man. It just sucks that it's happening
No question.
For this organization.